Veganism is too restrictive and it's also far too expensive. I could never go vegan for those reasons alone. That's a justification that a lot of people use against veganism, but it's also not true at all. I think the best place to start with this is to look at the restrictive element of the argument. Now, as a vegan, I eat all the foods that I used to eat. I eat mac and cheese and pasta bakes, I eat curries, I eat lasagnas, I eat stir fries, I have cookies and cupcakes and cheesecakes and biscuits. I eat all the foods that I used to eat. It's just now I eat vegan versions of those foods. I have soya mince instead of mince made from cow flesh. I have ice cream made from nuts, I have fried chicken made from seitan, I have soya substitutes. I eat a whole varied amount of foods and different ingredients. And in fact, since going vegan, I use more ingredients than I used to use before I was vegan. Going vegan encouraged me to cook with different ingredients and to cook different recipes. So veganism is anything but restrictive, because by being vegan, you still get to cook all your favorite foods. You just make simple substitutions and simple changes to recreate the same flavors, the same textures, and the same meals. So let's move past the restrictive element and instead look at the expensive element. Is being vegan more expensive than not being vegan? First of all, the main thing to consider is that vegan staples like rice and lentils and pasta and potatoes and vegetables and legumes and beans are actually among the cheapest foods you can buy in a supermarket. And the most expensive foods that you can buy are the fish, the meat products, and the dairy products. So actually, by being vegan, you can spend less money on food because the cheapest foods in a supermarket are normally vegan, and the most expensive foods in the supermarket are normally not vegan. So it's a complete myth that veganism is more expensive. The only area where some vegan products are more expensive than non-vegan products is when you look at direct substitutes. So for instance, chicken nuggets may be cheaper than vegan chicken nuggets, but that's to do with supply and demand. And as more and more people buy the vegan chicken nuggets, the price of them will come down. And in fact, we're already seeing this because in most major supermarkets, you can now get vegan versions of things like mince for the exact same price as you would with the beef version or the cow version of the mince. It's the same with ice cream. You can now get vegan ice cream for the exact same price as you would non-vegan ice cream. The prices are coming down all the time. It's becoming even easier, even more accessible, even more affordable to live a vegan lifestyle. In some supermarkets here in the UK, soya milk is actually cheaper than cow's milk, and this is something that's going to continue. As more and more people go vegan and buy the vegan and plant-based options, the price of them will come down. As less and less people buy the meat and the animal product options, the price of them will continue to rise. And this is a trend that we're going to continue to see. So actually, veganism isn't expensive when you buy the staples, and even the substitutes are now very competitive, and in some cases, actually cheaper than the non-vegan versions. So let's move the argument on to another thing that people say to vegans, which is, why do vegans make their food look like the non-vegan versions? Like, why do vegans have burgers? Why do vegans have sausages and hot dogs? Quite simply put, sausages and burgers are not the shape of an animal. When you cut open an animal, they don't have burgers and sausages inside them. What happens is you mince up the flesh and you form those patties. Now, a burger patty and a sausage shape are just very practical ways of eating food. But also, we do try and mimic the flavors and the appearance of some non-vegan foods, and that's because vegans didn't go vegan because they stopped enjoying the taste or look of those products. We went vegan for ethical and moral and environmental considerations, which means it's good for non-vegans who want to transition into veganism to have the option to still get the flavors, still get the taste, and still be able to eat products that resemble the appearance of their non-vegan counterparts. And by showing a non-vegan that they can eat all their favorite foods in a vegan version that not only looks the same but also tastes the same, as the same texture, it just goes to further show that there's absolutely no reason for us to exploit and kill an animal, because we can eat all our favorite meals, enjoy all our favorite flavors and all our favorite textures, but in a vegan version instead.